So today for dinner, we're going to be doing some chicken fajitas. Well, chicken and steak fajitas. So I have 3 bags. I have one that's just chicken, one that's the veggies, and one that's the beef. To be honest, probably should have gotten more beef because our family eats a lot of the beef. But, well. Now, one thing I want to talk about is the fact that I don't measure really, like using measuring spoons or anything like that. I'm a feel with your heart kind of a person. So I have the recipe here, but I don't really follow it. I kind of feel with my heart how it's gonna go. Because I hear people constantly say like how they can't or they wish they could do stuff like this or grow gardens or anything like that. If you are able to get chickens, one thing I do want to say is definitely do it. 1, your food waste is going to drop to almost nothing. And 2, out of your food waste that you would normally get rid of, you get a lot of byproducts. So this is like our food waste bin. During the day, we literally dump everything in here, and the next day we bring it out to the chickens and give it to them. Now, there's a couple of things that happens with that is the chickens will scavenge through it. And I'm talking, guys, we throw meat into here and everything. The only thing we don't throw in there is chicken, actual chicken, because you don't want chickens eating chickens. That's how you get weird things. But they eat beef, they eat all of that. Chickens are actually an omnivore. They're an opportunistic omnivore. They will eat meat if they get the chance. So we literally have this bucket, and throughout the day we throw stuff in there. If the kids don't eat all of their food on their plate, as long as it's not chicken, they throw it in this bucket. But we take it literally out to our compost pile, dump it on our compost pile, and our chickens actually turn our compost pile for us right now. Now they are going to be locked away soon. We are going to make a bigger area for them because they're kind of taking over our barn and making our barn really messy inside. So we are going to be locking them away so they won't have as much access. But what we're still planning on doing is bringing this out to the chickens and letting them compost it in their run. And then we'll take that stuff out, and that compost will then get used in our gardens. Now on top of that, all of this food makes for happy chickens. Happy chickens make more delicious eggs. So 2 byproducts out of 1 thing of waste. So with everything I was doing so far today, I lost track of time. It is almost 1 o'clock. I still need to feed the baby goats. Luckily, it's not too late. One thing about goats is they like consistency. They like a schedule, a routine. And so yeah, this is the last week though of having to feed them 3 times a day. After this week, it'll be 2 times a day for like 2 weeks. And then it will drop down to once a day because they should start eating grains and all of that. I'm coming, you 2. 1 second. Sorry about that. Wanted to open up the door so that the chickens could have some easier access and it could get some warm air into this barn because it's actually colder in the barn than it is outside right now. All right, it's gonna be a challenge getting in, so give me a second. About this goat pen. Now this is actually going to be the kidding pen when we do start breeding them, which will be in about when they're about 7 months old. So we built this area. Now we'll probably cut it depending on how many are going to be in labor at the same time, but for the most part the babies will be in here, the moms will be over there. When we're not kidding, or when the babies can be with the moms again after weaning in time and everything, then this will all be open so they have range to everything. So we have welded wire all the way around. The door is actually right now just a pallet. To be honest, it's pretty easy. And we have it, so I might just get some hinges and hang it up. But it's welded wire on the bottom all the way around. The kids put balls in here for the goats to play with. We have that ramp, which will probably become permanent. We just have to screw it in. We built a little like stand for them. The heat lamp is to help keep them warm, because in here it can still get pretty cold at night. So that's what we're doing. And then some stairs for them to jump up on. The chair they were using as like something to jump up on, but to be honest, it's more so that I can sit and feed them without getting sawdust all over myself. But so the goat pen for the girls and the babies is gonna basically extend all the way back. Then across the way over here, this area right there is gonna be for the male goats, the bucks. They're gonna have their own pen, and they actually will be able to go out that door to get to their area. And then we'll rotate all of the goats throughout the area. But the female goats will have this door, which leads directly into their pasture. So we just will have to open that door every day to let them out. Over there is going to be the chicken coop, the chicken area. We already have the nesting boxes, as you guys have seen, all of that. That is going to lead into a chicken run, which is really big. It's fairly big right now, but we're going to extend it, make it bigger, just so that way they have a lot more space. And that's where we're going to do a lot of the composting. So the barn is slowly cleaning up, and it's slowly getting there. One thing Justin and I were talking about is how much we love this like rustic look to the barn. Like all of this wood and everything, you can definitely tell it was a horse barn. On these rails there, you can tell like horses were cribbing and stuff like that, which isn't a good thing, but it's just got a nice rustic feel. And we're using a bunch of old wood and everything like that. So it's just kind of fun.
You